Hello, my name is Nurudeen, and I love to tell stories. Today, I want to tell you about a girl from the city of Kumasi whose big idea changed absolutely everything. And this one, well, like all the best stories, it starts with a big problem. So picture this: the Kumasi Community Tech Hub in Ghana. It's a place just bustling with life. You see the bright colors of Kente cloth everywhere, mixed with a glow of computer screens. You can hear the buzz of kids talking and laughing, and right in the middle of it all, the most energetic one of them all was a 12-year-old girl named Amma. But all that energy she had, it was starting to turn into frustration. Amma would find a cool new app, right? And she would be totally into it for about a day. And another would pop up and another. And she felt like she was in a race that never ever ended. She just felt like she was always one step behind. Now, Emma's challenge is something a lot of us feel. She loved all this new technology, but she was getting so tired of chasing what I like to call the new thing. You know, always looking for the next cool app. It was starting to make her feel more worn out than excited. So, as Emma was sitting there feeling a bit down, a quiet voice sort of echoed in the hub. It was strange, a voice she felt more than she actually heard. It was a simple idea, but an idea that was about to change our entire world. Let me show you what this means. Think about two kids, okay? They both have the exact same phone with the exact same app. One kid just taps over the screen, hoping something cool will happen, and gets upset when it doesn't. But the other kid, she takes a minute. She tries to understand what the gap is really for, what it's good at, and what it's not so good at. And pretty soon, she's the one everybody is asking for help. See, same tool, but a totally different way of thinking. It was right then that I decided, okay, I need to go talk to Amma. And I brought a friend with me. We were there to help her learn to see technology not as some kind of stressful race, but more like a map, something you can explore. And then something new walked in. Wow, this was Vision Vera. She had this amazing jacket with shimmering Ankara lapels. And all around her were these floating holographic maps showing how fast new maps come and go. She looked at Amma and gave her problem a name: tech trend fatigue. You know that feeling when you are just tired of trying to help keep up with everything new? That's exactly it. So, Vision Vera gave Amma a super simple but super powerful method. It wasn't about knowing every single tool, it was about understanding them. She said, first, test it. Find the superpower. Second, compare to something you already use. Third, write down what you learn. And last, and this is the most important one, try to explain it to your friend in just one simple sentence. And boom, that was the moment. You could just see the look in Amma's face. It was pure relief. It was like this huge weight she's been carrying. This pressure to keep up was just gone. She wasn't a runner in a race anymore. She was a guide. Vera just smiled, and a really warm smile. She became so patient. She'd open just one app and explore it calmly with this real curiosity, almost like a scientist discovering a whole new world. And she created this awesome thing, a simple notebook she called AI and Me, Amma's toolbook. Inside, she'd write down everything she found, but in words that any of her friends could easily understand. Just one page for one app and one simple explanation. The real test came about a week later. Two of her friends were arguing really loudly about which new AI drawing app was the best. The old Amma, she would have just jumped right in and picked a side. But the new Amma, she just listened. And then she said, really calmly, there aren't better or worse. They are just different. It all depends on what you are trying to create Her friends just stopped arguing and stared at her. They were so impressed. Amma suddenly realized her little notebook could be something much bigger. She had this knowledge and she decided to create a space where everyone could become a knowledge merchant, just like her. So she started the AI and Me Circle at our school. Every week, kids will show up with snacks and their phones. They pick one new app and explore it together. Amma would lead the demo, showing what the tool was good for, and this is really important, what it should not be used for. And everything ended with our favorite part, the Ask Amma segment. And just like that, Amma became the go-to person. When a new app launched, kids didn't rush to download it anymore. Nope. They rushed to ask Amma what she thought about it. That feeling of being overwhelmed was completely gone. Now, she just felt this quiet confidence. She was a guide. A little while later, Vision Vera and I went to find Amma. We met her under that huge old baobab tree, just outside the tech hub. We had one last lesson for her and a title to officially give her. I told her something that I truly believe. The apps on your phone today, they'll be gone tomorrow. New ones will show up. But the person who learns how to understand, how to ask questions, and see the real purpose behind the tool, well, that person becomes irreplaceable. And then Vera added the final, most important piece. She told Amma that understanding things is like having a superpower, but being unable to share that understanding, to explain it simply and kindly to other people, that right there is the heart of a true leader. So what did Amma learn? Well, she came up with a new set of rules for herself. First, don't just chase after every new thing. Instead, test things out patiently. Compare them to what you already know. Write down what you learn. And most importantly, share what you find out with your friends. And that brings us to the end of Amma's story. But really, it's the beginning of yours. Amma figured out she didn't need to know everything. She just needed to understand one thing well enough to help someone else. So, I have a question for you, future knowledge merchant. What's the one thing you can understand, explore, and then explain to others? What knowledge will you share?